Oh wow, it's just reloading the intro again. I guess we have to watch the intro again. Oh no! He did a really good job with this. It looks really nice. Hello, that's the stream starting soon thing. That's me. Hi, welcome to Tardis Wiki Roulette. Boring, make the theme dubstep. No, I like it as it is. Why don't you make the theme dubstep, Cookie Boy? Hi Ryan, hi Cookie Boy. How you doing? I am very impressed with the new intro. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that, and I'm sure Felicia does as well. Welcome to Tardis Wiki Roulette. This is a show where we do stuff. If you don't know the premise of this show by now, then watch the other 67 episodes, except for the ones that don't exist anymore, because you can't. Yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna spin some wheels. Oh no! Doing all right. Hopefully, no big things this roulette. Yeah, we're having. I think today we should have a casual wiki roulette. I think we should all be very chill. Hopefully, we won't have any penis-related incidents on this one. It's all right now because I didn't get a strike, so we can joke about it. No big. Hopefully, no big pink things show up. Oh God. Okay, let's spin the wheel. There'll be some fun safe for work things going up next week, or so methinks. That would be cool. Some interesting threads on the verge of closing. Oh dear. Yeah, let me make sure that the volume is good ahead of time this time. Actually be prepared for once. Yeah, I've seen that person worse than that pop up on the live stream and they're fine. I know that now. I know that now. It's okay. It's all in the past and it's lost media, so it's all good. We're here. We're alive. We're chill. The channel is fine. And now I'm gonna spin a wheel. Alan! You ready to have a good night?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, see? Mop! Didn't we do this one? I swear we've done mop before. I'm really, really confident we've done mop before. Am I wrong about that? Am I going to look at the page anyway? We did this? Thank you, Cookie Boy. Cookie Boy is like the arbiter of we did this. And I always be appreciated for it. Okay, well I guess we'll just spin the wheel again until we land on what we haven't done yet.
Yeah, baby.
We'll see. TD1? Well, I don't know what this is. I guess we'll find out. That's my official title, the arbiter of we did this. I like that. I like that. Someone needs to make that a character in a Faction Paradox story or whatever. Someone needs to do that. TD1 was the first issue of Hatchet Patchwork Partworks Limited's The Dalek Collection, released on 8th of January 2025. Week by week, construct a high-quality 1.2 scale model of the legendary Time Wars Dalek with light, sound, movement, and interchangeable weapons, all operated by remote control. In this issue, you will begin assembling the Dalek eyepiece. Is this a real thing that you can get? This is cool. This is real? This isn't like an elaborate prank? Is this really like a thing they're doing? This is cool. This is exactly the kind of thing they should be doing. Wow. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I think this is really smart. It's a prank just for you. I mean, you wouldn't, would it surprise you at this point? I'm pretty sure there's a few pranks just for me in this wiki. But yeah, no, this is cool. This is cool. I like this. I think this is a really good way to like get kids really invested in Doctor Who again. It's clever. I don't know. Merchandise is a really important part of that. And I like these magazines. I like these magazines where you can like build a thing over a certain period of time if you keep buying the magazine. Number one, it's a really clever way to sell a magazine, and number two, it creates like a heightened sense of investment for like the person. Rich kids, mind you, it adds up a thing like this issue to issue. Yes, that is true. But you know, we've talked Aristide, we've talked about like whales before, I believe. In gaming terms, and it's a very similar thing to this. Like realistically, it's maybe a couple of thousand kids max who are like buying all of this shit. But I mean, at the end of the day, it all shows up the same on the merchandise and sale figures, and that's what determines how much money Doctor Who gets to actually like make episodes and stuff. And I think that this is a good move on their part from like a purely marketing perspective. Indeed, yeah. I'm not saying that this is morally virtuous or anything, but I do think it's cool that this as a product exists. And yeah, it does add up, because you see this one where it says price in GB $1.99. They always do that for the first 1 or 2 issues and then rack the price up by like an extra £5. I saw that, Najwin. You can't hide from me. Okay. That's pretty interesting. Okay, let's go back to the Tardis Wiki. That was cool. Where are you? There you are. Wonderful. It was intended, you see it? Good. Good. Okay, let's spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
I will get to your comment in a minute. Hang on. God damn it. Okay, while Cookie Boy determines if this is a page we've looked at yet or if this has updates, I want to address your comment, Aristide, because I think it's interesting what you're saying. You want to... I wasn't making a moral claim even, just so much as saying, you know, this isn't going to be a magazine every 10-year-old is reading in the vein of what Doctor Who Adventures used to be, or used to try to be anyway. It's more of a collector's item. Yeah, I wanted to say, yeah, this is definitely more of like a niche thing, but I think it's good that those niche things exist, because I also think that they need to make Doctor Who Adventures too. They need a new like 25p magazine for like regular kids as well. Ideally, there should be like 2 or 3 like Doctor Who magazine products going aimed at different like demographics and stuff. They should probably do one for teenagers as well, like honestly, because nowadays, because of just how much content is being served to a consumer, it really does behoove you more to like kind of niche down and target more and more specific like groups of people, especially with like Doctor Who, because Doctor Who has people who watch it at all different age ranges and in all different like demographic groups, so you have to make stuff that appeals to every single like one of them, you know what I mean? Especially nowadays, because at the end of the day, people have got less disposable income, so they're going to have to make much more careful decisions about what they spend their income on. So, I mean, it has to outcompete the other things, and it always outcompeted them before by having the coolest merch. Even when it really didn't, but it was Doctor Who merch, so it was like, yeah. I seem to recall that. Yeah, I think we did do this page. Anyway, yeah, that's what I wanted to say in response to your point, because I think it's interesting to talk about. Because at the end of the day, like, I want Doctor Who to like be successful. Like, I want it to be like healthy as a franchise, and little good moves like this do add up. So yeah, we looked at the Bible before. We're gonna have to look at something else now. I think I worked out why the wheel is doing what it does, because I think we keep accidentally resetting the... What Doctor Who needs to do is have an official account that comments on the quality of the stories. Imagine after Empire of Death, an official account posted, what just happened? I think that would be really funny.
Yeah, baby.
It's funny. The nuts! We've done this one as well, I think. We've done this one as well, I think. Let me see. see if I remember this one. Yes, we did do this one. It is quite a funny page, but we did this one. I agree with you, Nick. Okay. Isn't that just random Doctor Who moments in history? Yeah, but like an official one. Not that they would ever do that. Not that they would ever do that. These repeated pages are a plot by Big Will to sell more yeah babies. I think you're right. I think you're right. Alan, what do you think?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you might be onto something there. We've done this one too. This literally goes back to my point, Aristide. This literally goes back to my point. Why don't we do Doctor Who ice cream anymore? Where are all these products? Where are all these products?
Yeah, baby.
Do it. Do it, BBC. Christmas? I don't think we've looked up Christmas before. I think this might actually be a new page. Oh my god. Can you imagine such a thing? Actually, the BBC might be able to. I don't know enough about UK corporate law. A US corporation literally couldn't be honest like that. Are you talking about like the accounts? We need Doctor Who asking you to eat his ice cream again. Yeah, you know that Shooty would like smash that. You absolutely know it to be true. In your heart of hearts. Christmas was a traditional holiday celebrated by humans around the Earth in the month of December, immediately preceded by Christmas Eve on 24th of December. Came Christmas Day on 25th of December. Christmas Day was immediately followed by Boxing Day on the 26th of December. Soon after, as noted in the Christmas Carol, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, came the New Year. They're legally forbidden from doing anything that in their best judgment harms shareholders if they're incorporated in Delaware. Yeah, I think the point that you're making, Najawin, is that we need Doctor Who to sell ice cream again. Absolutely. In the early 21st century, the Earth usually endured an alien incursion around Christmas time. Christmas was associated with the winter solstice, and beyond Earth became the the Crystal Feast. A Christmas spirit was associated with Christmas. People often got together at Christmas, which Danny, in Clara's Crab Juice dream, said was because every time they did it, it might be the last time. According to Lord President Rassilon of Gallifrey, Christmas during the early 21st century was a pagan rite to banish the cold and the dark. Christmas came to spread throughout the universe, although the exact way culture celebrated the holiday varied greatly. As the 11th Doctor noted to Dave Ross, the word Christmas, like the word father, could mean many different things, whereas words like Dalek had only one meaning. Why are aliens celebrating the birth of Christ? Because the Christian God is real in the DWU. Okay. Christmas commemorated the birth of religious leader Jesus Christ. The 8th Doctor claimed to be present at the event labelled as the first Christmas, since the actual date was not 25th of December. He worked the date out from census records in Rome. It was around 0 BC AD in Bethlehem, Judea. He checked all the inns of the town. All of them were packed out, but one at the very far end of the town with a stable attached. He travelled there with Leonardo da Vinci, who didn't dare to go further. Nonetheless, the 10th Doctor once claimed it was he who got the last room at the inn. But do other planets know he's real? Yes, of course they do. Of course they do. It hasn't been wikified, but Jim Mortimore did once write that Bernie Summerfield was the second coming. That's really good. I love Doctor Who. On Fandom, when we were still there was a guy in the forums attached to the discussion section who would constantly try to suggest that the Doctor should be a defender of Christianity. And this show should promote it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Although the handful of things hinted at the Doctor themselves being the truth behind the myth. On Earth, this Christmas activities included parties, parades, and pantomimes. Christmas decorations included Christmas lights, Christmas stars, and bulbs, and were planted on objects such as Christmas trees. What were their arguments? Vibes! She gets to do the whole death and rebirth thing and all true. Chris, doesn't that also mean that Rose Tyler is the second coming? Doesn't that mean that the Doctor has been the second coming like 15 times now? It was just that they were Christian and really wanted it. I mean, I get that, because like I'm a pagan and I want Doctor Who to do more pagan stuff, so I get it. You know what I mean? Christmas lists were written, lists of, I mean, don't do that, Russell. Don't do that. Christmas lists for gifts and gifts that would like to receive for Christmas, usually written for children, as well as Christmas presents. People received Christmas cards in workplaces. Colleagues, such known as Secret Santas, gave each other gifts. Christmas carols were songs sung by carol singers. They included Deck the Halls, O Come All Ye Faithful, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, Silent Night, Ding Dong Merrily on High, The 12 Days of Christmas, and Carol of the Bells. Carol services were performed at a church. I want Peter Capaldi to turn to the camera and tell the audience he's precisely the same sort of logical positive as I am. See, I'm lucky because he already did that for me. It was called Oxygen. So, like, I already felt that dopamine rush, and let me tell you, it feels good. During her reign, Queen Elizabeth II made annual Christmas speeches on Christmas Day. The Snowman was a television special that was repeated on Earth around Christmas. It featured a snowman that flew around and danced with Father Christmas. And that's all that happens in the movie The Snowman. Have you guys ever seen The Snowman? You know, we're walking in the air. That. Have you ever seen that? I have a beautiful voice. Have you ever seen that? You should watch it. Yeah, it's about a snowman who, like, he wakes up and then, like, he takes a little kid flying and then, like, he dances with Father Christmas and then nothing bad happens at the end. It's really good. You should watch it. It's, like, wholesome. It's a really good, like, comfort watch. Let's see. The Snowman was a television special. Oh, I read that part. The film It's a Wonderful Life was often shown on television over Christmas. Other films associated with Christmas included Miracle on 34th Street and Santa Claus the Movie. The BNAs. The greetings and farewells traditionally used during the Christmas season were Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, that's the only one. Another greeting was Season's Greeting. You know how the Tardis Wiki here, it says that the only greetings are, the only greetings are Merry Christmas and Happy Christmas. What about... Where are you, prick? What about that one? Where's that one? In the 2000s, the Stowe Guide and supposed Earthonomics expert Copper knew a distorted version of the festivity, according to which human beings worship the great god Santa, a creature with fearsome claws, and his wife Mary. And every Christmas Eve, the people of UK went to war with the country of Turkey. They then ate the Turkey people for Christmas dinner like savages. I love Voyage of the Damned, it's great. Okay, I love Voyage of the Damned, it's so good. So good! Okay, do you commonly eat turkey on Christmas? Yes, commonly, yes. Either that or chips, usually, Naja. I'm sure the Beach Boys didn't have mutant elephants in mind when they wrote Surfing USA. When Bernice Summerfield finds human skull fragments containing her own DNA in the stomach of a mummified dinosaur, she embarks on a trail of murder and betrayal. From the alien jungles of France to the primal continent of Pangaea, the trail leads ever further back in time. Bit surprised the UK has a domestic turkey industry. We just steal them from France. We just take them. We just go over the channel, a bunch of bags, and just take them. More is that proverbial 90s right who was doing all the drugs. It frequently shows. You know what? Godspeed. That's why I say that. Indeed, Earth, and specifically the vicinity of London, experienced major events involving Allens at or around Christmas Day, mostly during the early 21st century. Oliver Cromwell banned Christmas in Britain in the mid-17th century because he was a bastard man. It was later brought back. On Christmas in 1851, the Cybermen attempted to cyber-convert humanity in London, but were thwarted by the 10th Doctor. On Christmas Eve in 1869, the Guelph attempted to come through the Cardiff Rift and occupy the body of every human, but was stopped by Gwyneth. This encounter was witnessed by Charles Dickens, as well as the 9th Doctor and Rose Tyler. On Christmas Day, 1873, a psychic fog created by the Krampus descended upon the village of Holograd, which blocked the village's children from the mind of their parents, allowing the creature to feed off of the parents' misery and fear of losing their children at Christmas. The 11th Doctor used the roof light of the Tardis to disperse the fog, reuniting with the parents with their children. In 1892, the 11th Doctor and the Paternoster Gang faced the Great Intelligence as it made its first... There's a lot of this. How long is this? Fuck. Fuck. Is this just all of Christmas in Doctor Who? Where's the funny part? Oh, here we go. Well, look at that. Can I ask, why do these kind of comic books always look like they're from the mid-80s? Always. They always look like they're from a very specific period of time. My favourite little detail in this is that Patrick Troughton has grey hair. The last supper, but it's the Doctor's. Someone just do it. I like how, you know what, there's another thing I really like about this. There's another detail I really, really like about this image. I love this image, by the way. I love it, like, to bits. Another thing I really, really like about that image is that Christopher Eccleston is not there. He's just replaced by a stunt double. Like, that could be the back of anyone's head. I like that detail as well. Like in the before times, did people just put a curse on Christmas that particular day? Maybe. Maybe. No, it can't look at the years. That is a good point. Yes, that's true. Those are some honkers right there. My God. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is Christopher Eccleston. Okay. There's a lot of little details I really like about this. Anyway. It's not even an illustration, it's just him. It's true, which one was 12? Oh! I was like, oh, that's Patrick Troughton. It's fucking 12. On the side there, and you can't see him because he's obscured by you. Why does 12 look so much like Patrick Troughton in this? Wait, why are the classics up to 6 all in order and then they change? What are you talking about, Najawin? That's the correct order. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 8, 12, wait, no, 13, 11, 10, 9, 12. That's no, those numbers are in order. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Okay, Jesus. Am I looking for anything here? I don't mind the out of order elsewhere. It is weird when they like make it an order and they just give up. Like a little bit into it. I always find that very weird. It like fucks with my brain when that happens because I've got the expectation of a pattern and then the expectation isn't satisfied and then I'm sad.
Yeah, baby.
Alan knows what I'm talking about. Dark Side, we've done this one. Oh no, I didn't get rid of it. Fuck, it's still on there somewhere. Fuck. I guess it's popping up again at some point.
Yeah, baby.
Let's just go again. We've done this one as well, haven't we? Have we done Control F? Have we done E-Space before? Have we done that? Probably. You're the arbiter of we did that. You should know. You should know. We did N-Space. Isn't that basically the same thing? We've done N-Space. Okay. Well, I do notice that the E-Space page is considerably shorter. So... No! Alright. What? It's the complete opposite. It's basically the same. Basically the same. Might put in a window. It's way too hot in here. Hello. Ugh. Making dad noises now. That's how old I am. Just like... N-Space is a very, very different page. Why? Alright. E-Space, short for exospace / time continuum, or simply exospace, was a pocket-sized parallel universe, a separate negative universe existing alongside the positive, larger counterpart of N-Space. It possessed an unusual greenish tint. K9 Mark I called E-Space a stellar enclave. Because we're using N-Space to refer to the Doctor's universe currently, it's the same thing. Same thing. As it was a negative universe, locations in E-Space had negative coordinates, where N-Space coordinates were positive. When the Doctor's TARDIS materialized on the planet Alzarius after it had channeled into E-Space, the TARDIS scanner continued to show images of Gallifrey, which had the positive equivalent of Alzarius' spatial coordinates. The scanner was made functional again by replacing its original N-Space image translator with one native to E-Space. The planets Alzarius, Pterodon, the vampire planet, Balustra, Shapir, Eisenfell, and Apollyon were all located within E-Space. The Fifth Doctor stated that the negative coordinates would make it very difficult for his TARDIS to travel there deliberately and not accidentally. By his seventh incarnation, the Doctor was able to pilot his TARDIS between E-Space and N-Space and was able to retrieve Romana 2 from the former. K9 was also retrieved the Amnesiac. Eighth Doctor made the trip with relative ease when visiting his fourth self, but on occasion he was aided by the power of Rassilon, who was guiding the Doctor to visit his past seven selves and provide them each with aid. Travel between N-Space and E-Space could occur via a charged vacuum appointment, or CVE. This was a hazardous and apparently random process, even using a TARDIS. The Logopolitans created the CVEs when linked together the two universes as part of their plan to forestall the overdue entropic collapse of their universe, N-Space, by opening up what had previously been a closed system and thus dissipating the accumulated entropy. Following the disastrous consequences of the Treemass Master's visit to Logopolis, only one CVE remained open, in the constellation of Cassiopeia, from Earth's perspective. Unless further CVEs were later created, it was highly unlikely this was the route through which the Hydrax would later enter E-Space in the 22nd century. The Amnesiac 8th Doctor is just Doctor Who's the time-displaced X-Men. I see those suggestions, Megan. I'll put them on right now. Don't worry. I'll put them on. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. There we go. Nice. Okie dokie. We're ready to go back, I think. I don't think there's any humour to be mined here. I don't think there's any jokes or japes to be found in this place. I shall spin the wheel again. It's very hot. My God.
Yeah, baby.
Why, is this a comedy show? I mean, it's not a drama, is it? Except when it is. Fuck's sake. Why are you sad, Najawin? We did this. We did do this. Doctor, I'm sad too. That's why we're not doing it.
Yeah, baby.
It was a drama. Have we done this one? I think we've done this one before. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oof. We did? Oh no! Oh no! I guess I'll have to spin again. Shit.
Yeah, baby.
That one we've done before, I see that. Billy Mays! This has a Craig vibe to it. This is a sports show. Having to browse TARDIS Wiki requires a lot of endurance. That is true. That is very true. Not a page. Not a page. Oh no.
Yeah, baby.
I've been sad since birth. Lol, me too. It gets easier with time, though. Floella Benjamin in universe. Oh my god! I don't know who that is. Well, everyone cries at birth. Checks out. We did this, but it's kind of funny. Okay. 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 Benjamin once, Floella Benjamin was the owner of the Twitter account at Floella Benjamin. Benjamin once spent Independence Day in Jamaica, leaving her with the impression that they know how to celebrate. Years later, on 9th of August 2001, she posted wishing them another super celebration, calling it a great country with great people. Panda replied on his Twitter account saying that if she were gay, she wouldn't consider it great, preferring to it as a frightening, bigoted, homophobic country. True! Imagine dying as you came into this world, naked, crying, and wet. Jesus. It's horrifying.
Yeah, baby.
Go off, King, right? Did you imagine it? I did. Can we look up this page? Aren't we supposed to have a ban on politics? Can we look at this? Why is the heating on right now? Jesus. Who up naked and cry? I'm not. You can see that I'm not. The Antichrist is political. Kind of, yes, actually. The Antichrist was a figure associated with the apocalypse, often heralded by prophecies. Rick Kierfred originally believed Godfather Avatar to be the Antichrist before later reversing his view and considering him to be God. Cousin Gideon of Faction Paradox had an interest in potential antichrists, claiming he had met a few in his time. He grew particularly interested in Hollow Child, a prophesied potential antichrist. Her prophecy stated, "The Hollow Child will stand at the end of the universe, laughing amidst the tears." She was reportedly, "Ryan, are you the Antichrist?" No. I'm sorry. I wish I was. I wish I could say yes. But no. She was reportedly half human and half demon. A husk with an insatiable appetite for death, who would embody and bring about the endless shadow at the end of all things. To be fair, that does sound like me. Her powers manifested from an early age, including the ability to hover, spit blood from her mouth, and leak black fluid from her eyes. I can do all that, so, I mean, maybe. However, she had yet to unlock her full power. A group of cultists amassed around her and tried to speed the process along by committing mass realistic Minecrafting themselves. Despite this, the child bat tried to talk them out of it. I hate when that happens. Is the Antichrist the opposite of everything Christ is, like the reverse Flash? It's just like, it was me, Jesus. The slaughter had no effects, but did allow Gideon to find the Hollow Child. He brought her to Orta's town to try and educate her and how best to use his powers. It doesn't really make sense if they're like the opposite, because like Jesus Christ was like a really good speaker. Jesus Christ was like a really good thinker, and Jesus Christ was like ripped as well. So logically, the Antichrist would be a terrible speaker who is like not a good thinker at all, and you know, is like really, really unhealthy. And I just can't imagine anyone like that ever managing to amass followers. You know what I mean? Like, it just couldn't happen. Just couldn't happen. He was ripped. He was. Yes, Jesus was ripped. Yes. QED. That whole bit, Najwin, that whole bit just then was just for you. I hope you know that. I hope you know that that was like custom made for you. Good one, Najwin, but it's probably stolen. So the Antichrist is Christ. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
The antiparticle of a photon is a photon, so the Antichrist is Christ? Oh my god. Oh my god. Najawin, that's crazy. Now that you said it, I believe you. Yeah, no, once you you read it and you're like, huh? But then you say the words out loud and they make all of the sense and like, dude, I think you're right. Shit, man. You never lie, probably. That's true. I'm like Abraham Washington. That's very true. The fearmonger was an alien. We've read this one. The fearmonger's cool, though. They should bring back the fearmonger and put it in the TV show. Be a real budget saver of a monster, considering there's no visual form of it. I was talking about Najawin. Najawin always tells the truth. Always. Najawin is the most honest one here. Spin the wheel. Alibaba. Let's see. Okay, let's look up Alibaba. Are you the shepherd of the chat, Najawin? Are you the grunty shepherd of the chat? Because you're trying to warn us about the Reapers and we all won't listen? Is that your role? Is that your role? You know, usually, because of that aspect of it, when I make a Mass Effect save and I'm playing as a female shepherd, I usually name her Cassandra. I've done that for years, for that exact reason. Okay, let's take a look. Who's speeding past? I really hope this isn't racist. 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 I'm far more dignified than grunty. That's true. I thought you'd say I name her Najawin. Well, I'm full of surprises. By the way, we are streaming tonight. We're streaming Mass Effect tonight. So, if you want to check out the continued adventures of Grunty Shepherd, then please tune in to the Twitch. We will probably be finishing Mass Effect 1 this week. And we're doing Pokemon on Thursday as well. So that should be a good time. And on Monday, it's the return of Baldur's Gate. Fee's coming back. Hope you guys who tuned in yesterday had a good time with me and Fee. I had a good time. I thought it was a lot of fun. Alibaba was a character who the 11th Doctor recognized got 3 wishes. When he asked Amy Pond and Rory Williams where they wanted to go next, Rory said it was like getting 3 wishes, and the Doctor thought of Alibaba. Under the alias Lady Sharad, Ashilda caught the eye of the king of Samarkand and married him, telling him the story of how she met Sinbad and Alibaba under the alias Ash Eld. It's racist! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, you know all these folk tales that are like indelible to your culture? No, white girl did it. White girl did it. White girl did it. Terrible. Can't help themselves, I swear to God. Anyway, let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Sinbad, the guy who fought Popeye. She isn't white, she's a Viking. The Doctor's Gideon. Okay. We fucking did this. I know we did. I know we did. I know we did. That's very true. That's very true. We need to spin again.
Yeah, baby.
Oof. Nope! Not today! This is just more doctor shit, right? Whew. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, baby.
James, we did this one too. Whew. We will eventually run out of ones we've done before, so there is at least that. If nothing else, and indeed at most as well.
Yeah, baby.
We did this, we sure did. We did this. Come on, wheel. Ah, we did this one too. What is fucking happening? I need to start taking more off. Riff tracks. This is a new one, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is new. I see one there we've done before. I see one there we've done before. I've seen one there we've done before. I've seen one there we've done before. We've seen one there we've done before. Seen one there we just did. Seen one there we've done before. Oh, seen like 3 we've done before, all in a row. Ryan, can you whack the wheel's legs in with a baseball bat?
Yeah, baby.
Night of the Living Dead. We've done this one. Rip tracks. I remember doing that. No. Fuck. Well, you know what this means.
Yeah, baby.
Bab, get a baseball bat. Did we do Jordan O'Neill as well? I think we did. Yes, yes. We did multiple times. It's gone now. It's dead now. So is this. This is also gone and dead now. And so is this. This is also gone and dead now. Let's see. Evil Christmas Tree. We've done that one. We've done the 7 Deadly Sins. Have we done Sexuality? I imagine we've done that at some point. 50 Squillion. We've done the Innuendo Squad before. And then again, who hasn't? We've done Mac and Cheese. We've done 9 to 5. Is 9 to 5 on there again? Oh my god. 9 to 5 was on there twice. What else have we got here? Panda. I think we've milked Panda's tits for all they're worth, so I'll get rid of him. We've done Eternal Champion. We've done Chicken Alter Soup. We've done Penny Farthing. J.K. Rowling. We love milking Panda here. We've done Goth and Plesiosaur and Wikipedia and Ghostface and April Walker. So we'll just get rid of those. We're down to 170, 78. We've done Arc Beetle Press crossover serial on April 1st. Smosh doesn't have a page, I think. We've done Silurian variant. We did Das Kapital. Okay, I'll get rid of that. Smosh doesn't. Okay, we did LGBT as well. What else have we got here? We did sex appeal. That was one we did. Harry Potter universe could just go anyway. Did talk God mythology? Yes, we did. That is true. We did Mr. T as well. Okay, we've made some progress, and now I'm going to save it. There we go. God damn it. Alright, let's spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
See what we get this time. I already see more we've already done. At last! Something new! Huzzah! Hooray! Kaloo-kalay! I'll get rid of the Doctor's birth as well. And Lost Contact, we've done that. We did this one too. Fuck! We did Wanker. We did Jimmy Savile as well. We did Blood Heat second iteration. We did this one too. I know, we're not doing it again. We did Gordon Brown. I'm just trying to get rid of as many that we've done as possible. Get rid of that random page. Get rid of Dr. Oh my god, that inspired a whole damn video. I don't know why that's still in there. Rupert Murdoch. Get rid of that. Get rid of Hitler. Nobody needs Hitler. Sorry. No politics. I think we're good. Time one we did Gunfight at the OK Corral and Philip Schofield as well. And Eternal Return is on there for some goddamn reason. Kikilion is on there even though we've done that. Bela Lugosi is on there even though we've done that. Peladon as well and Endspace. Nice. Put Eternal Return back. Fuck off. John St. Myth. We've done John St. Myth. Okay, I'll get rid of John St. Myth. Alright, we've cleaned it up. Nice and proper. Let me just save it. Can we add Deja Vu? This is how we got in this problem in the first place. Alright, we've got to spin it again.
Yeah, baby.
Doctor in Distress! Okay. Doctor in Distress. Think we've done this? Let's do it again. It feels like we... no, I don't actually think we've ever done Doctor in Distress. I think this is a new segment. I think this is a new segment, and I think that we need to analyse it with a lot of depth and consideration and due diligence because of that. Okay. Doctor in Distress was a charity record released within 2 weeks of the announcement of Doctor Who's cancellation on 25th of February 1985. This song is peaked, by the way. I've never actually listened to this song. This song, is it copyrighted? Could I listen to it and not get copyright claimed? The song was later sung on QI on Red Nose Day 2022 as Sandy Toksvig had chosen it due to its status as one of the least successful charity singles of all time, with Toksvig getting the QI audience to sing the chorus, much to the surprise of some of the panelists who initially believed that the song was made to raise money for the NHS. Later in 2022, the song was included in the Blu-ray The Collection box set for season 22. I think my favourite thing about this cover is the fact that Doctor Who himself is like right off in the background and you can barely see him. Like he knew to be embarrassed. A certain Hans Zimmer was so involved with this song. Do you think that if I listened to this song on stream, do you think that profits would go to cancer relief, or do you think the BBC would keep all the money for themselves? What do you think? If I got copyright claim for listening to this song right now, do you think it would go to the BBC, or do you think it would go? Ian Levine would get the profits. I'm definitely not doing it then. Ryan, you should do music reaction stream. I kind of want to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting on a few seconds of it. I'll give you a little treat because I'm nice. Because I'm sweet like that. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, I'm putting it on. Hold on. There you go, you can all share this moment with me now. Jesus! You can really tell that Hans Zimmer did this. You can, like, really tell, like, right away. The fuck was that? I felt like I was just attacked by a ghost. What was... They're not even singing, they're just yelling at me. Why are they yelling at me? Why are you shouting at me, song? This is fucking terrible. This is, like, really bad. It's embarrassing that they put this out. I'm so glad that I don't have a Twitter anymore, so I don't have to be like, no, this is actually peak and based. Doctor Who is supposed to be shit and embarrassing. Look at chat reactions. I see the hearts. I see the hearts coming in. Thank you. Let's continue. I do not care if that gets claimed because it's funny. And BBC, if you take the money from this and, like, keep it for yourselves, even though it says that all of the proceeds go to charity, you're a bastard. Still more interesting than RTD2? Yes. Jesus! There's a fucking jump scare and a half. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The charity in question is Doctor Who, to be clear. Oh my god. I think it's interesting because normally on these kind of like charity singles, like you get a bunch of celebrities, right? You get a bunch of people with like cultural pull. And like, I don't know who any of these fucking people are, except I'm pretty sure that's Colin Baker. Let's continue. She tried. She did her best. The guy driving outside agrees. Is that Nicola Bryant? Because she tried her best, man. She gave a gameful effort. Is that George Michael? What the fuck did she say? I'm not sure. Let's find out. It sounds like she said, it sounds this is all I could make out. It's very bad. I love how many of them don't look like they want to be here. I'm done. I'm done. I've heard enough of this. That's fucking awful, man. Oh dear. That was terrible. Oh my god. I'm so glad that I was born in the 90s, man. Ryan, we need the rest. It's peak. You didn't get to the best. Don't let the censors see you say that. Fine. 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 I'll get the rest of it up. I'll get the rest of it up. It's only 1 minute and 46 seconds more. It's more time than I have. Ryan, are you in distress? No. Here we go. Jesus Christ, they're just yelling. They're all just, it's just a bunch of people in an echoey room yelling into one microphone. Hang on. Well, I have to add commentary to this so that it's transformative. And there's only so many ways that I could say this is bad. What I will say is that it is a show of phenomenal hubris that they thought that this would work or could work. Yeah, I just a humiliating and disappointing time for everyone involved, I'm sure. Colin, my boy! Mr. M Works! This is the first time I've ever heard this. This is the first time I've ever actually sat and listened to Doctor in Distress. And let me tell you, I am having a time. I know that we're supposed to, like, ironically say that everything from Classic Who that's bad is actually good and peak. I know we're, like, supposed to say that. It's, like, the law or whatever. But, like, my god, this is some trash. Just consume content Doctor Who, then talk about content Doctor Who, then purchase content Doctor Who, then consume content Doctor Who. You've never heard the beauty of this song? I still haven't. This song specifically, the best song ever. How many other songs have you listened to? See, they know that this is a joke. I respect these two the most. Hang on. I respect Anthony Ainley and Nicholas Courtley the most. because they know that this is garbage, and they're just like, it's like Tim Curry in Command and Conquer, the Command and Conquer he did. It's like that. That's the vibe that this little moment has, and it's my favorite part of this so far. I like that they don't even try to talk sing. And a K9 computer. They should have handed out drinks at this record. They absolutely did. They absolutely did. Look, Colin Baker's got one in his hand right now. If that is a Sprite can, there is bourbon in it. I fucking guarantee it. I'll tell you what though, it would have been good. It would have been good to go to the pub after this. Can I stop now? Is it done? Look at Anthony and Nicholas in the background, like not even participating. Oh, we heard Perry. We heard Perry. We got to that part. We heard Perry Mason, yes. Oh dear. Random selects I didn't recognize a single person there. I can't wait to read the fucking cast list for this. If Doctor Who gets canned again, they should do this song again with Shooty Gatwa. I don't know, his pals. No, Shooty would be out. Shooty would be out so fast if Doctor Who got canned again. Najawin is right. I have a feeling that Shooty Gatwa is going to be like Christopher Eccleston. I have a feeling he's just never going to be involved in the show again after he leaves. I don't know, it's just something about Russell when the first Doctor recasts. And like his things. I don't know, it's just a feeling. It's not based on anything concrete. I don't know if there's ever been disputes behind the scenes. But the rumors are bad. What are the rumors? Oh my god, can we do rumors? Najawin, tell me gossip. Tell me gossip. This is still technically a Doctor Who show. Tell me gossip. Give it to me. Colin thinks about this like Elrond remembering the day humanity failed to destroy the ring. Did you know that that didn't happen in the book? Just a whole bunch of smoke about Shooty leaving, not fire, but a bunch of smoke. What's the smoke? Tell me the smoke, and I'll give you my, in the moment, gut feeling, completely not based on anything intellectual at all, response to any of them. What are the rumours, Najawin? Or anyone else? Tell me what the rumours are. Give it to me. Give me that juicy goss. Tell me. Tell me now. I'll be back in a second, actually. I gotta go to the bathroom. But then tell me. Tell me now. Tell me! Pronoun who? I'm just gonna look it up, and then the first thing I'll see I'll take as the truth. I'm gonna look up what the smoke is. I'll find out myself. If I land on the sun first, you've only got yourselves to blame. You know I'm stupid. Let's see what the AI overview on Google has to say on the matter. Yeah, I think the issue is that he has a lot of other offers, but is a bit stuck at the moment with having to wait for season 3, which is still a limbo and isn't getting filmed anytime soon. Like, a bunch of newspapers said the show is cancelled, plus Shooty is leaving. The Doctor Who's That Report account said he thinks Shooty is gone, and the BBC said the show isn't gone yet, but didn't address Shooty. Oh, he's out then. He's out. If they did a press release and mentioned the show being back, but Shooty not being back, if the BBC did that, he's out. He's out. I'm just going to look it up, and whatever I find first, I'll take as the truth. Alright, so Doctor in Distress with 2 David Tennants then. He can sing. David Tennant could do it. That was my fault, yes. Alright, you see this here. Me and Najawin are in agreement on something, which means it's probably true. That's like a law of physics. Najawin, you're a physicist, right? That's a law of physics, isn't it? Poor Shooty. Yeah, no, I imagine Shooty was probably treated kind of poorly. Based on just the past. I want a Doctor to break the 3 seasons rule, said the fans. Oh dear. The first thing that pops up is GB News. The BBC said we're waiting on Disney to get back to us after season 2, but didn't say a damn thing about Shooty. Even when Peter Capaldi was leaving, they were like, no, Peter Capaldi's not leaving. Like, that's bad. Who are GB News again? Are they anti-woke? Yes, they're very anti-woke. They're for people who think that Fox News is woke. Yes. Anyway, let's see. Right, I see. Russell, there won't be a year break again, I promise. I tell you what, this line here, 18 months is too long to wait, bring back the Doctor, don't hesitate. Man, that's taken on a bittersweet tone over the last few decades, right? So after the first reports about the show leaving, a bunch of right-wing news outlets took the story and said it's getting cancelled because of woke. Ah. But that was a news cycle later, got ya. Gotcha. Yeah, I got a feeling he's leaving. I don't know, my gut tells me he's leaving. I think the only question is whether he's going to come back or not. Let's take a look. I think it's a shame, really, because I still don't feel like I know his Doctor very well. Like, I still don't feel like we've seen all the facets to his Doctor. Hopefully season 2 will fix that. It does look like fun. A shame, I really liked him as the Doctor. Me too. But, you know, sack Russell T Davies, I guess.
Yeah, baby.
Alan agrees. Sure! No, we already did this one. Let's go again.
Yeah, baby.
Shove! We done this. Venusian acupuncture. I don't think we've done Venusian acupuncture before. What was that? Doctor Who set guy said the late reshoots might be for a late open-ended regeneration scene in season 2. No clue if it's true, just passing it on. Okay. I don't know, I just have a feeling he's out. At least in the Unbound universe, the second Doctor was familiar. And I feel like it's sad because I feel like we barely got to know him. At least in the Unbound universe, the second Doctor was familiar with Venusian acupuncture by the time of his regeneration. This involved manipulating pressure points in someone else's body and was effective on humans. The Unbound Doctor used it on someone who marginally survived a plane crash in 1997 Hong Kong, manipulating his lateral nerve to attempt to heal him. He said this was somewhat equivalent to the solar plexus when questioned by Colonel Ross Rubicone Wood, though he did not wish to elaborate. Open-ended regeneration. Oh no. I know. I think we did do this, yes. Anyway, in another universe, the Doctor's equivalent incarnation, properly known as the Third Doctor, favoured Venusian Aikido, a combat style which made use of similar principles. Instead of healing others, he would use his knowledge of pressure points to quickly induce unconsciousness, thus allowing him to get living obstacles out of the way. The Second Doctor first learned the arts of Venusian Aikido on a visit to Venus with Jamie McCribbin and Victoria. Fun fact, and I know this because I'm big into martial arts. Fun fact, he's not the Third Doctor. The moves that he's doing in the Doctor Who, he's not actually doing Aikido at all. He's doing Judo because John Pertwee knew Judo. It's all just Judo stuff in what John Pertwee is doing. Another fun fact, Aikido is bullshit. Venusian Aikido is a fake martial art, and Earth Aikido is a fake martial art. Every time, well, it's from Venus, so it's obviously not the same as it is here. It's it's Judo. I will say, if Venusian Aikido is just Judo, then it's a more effective martial art than Earth Aikido is. Judo has why? Straight up, yeah. See, the problem with Aikido is that a lot of the maneuvers, they look very impressive, and theoretically they're a good way to restrain someone, but they're all dependent on the other person not resisting it in any way. And like, whenever you look at like, a lot of the like really high ranking like Aikido masters, all of them think they can shoot energy blasts out of their hands in real life. Like, Aikido literally has, like, ki blasts in its curriculum of moves, and that's how you know it's a fake martial art. Basically. Consensual martial arts? Yeah, they only work if the other person consents to the move being used on them. Good rule of thumb, if you want to learn a martial art and they mention the term no touch knockout, leave. Just get out. They're a shyster and they'll get you killed. Like the monks from season 10. I want the Doctor to have other martial arts from other planets in the solar system. Wait, you can't shoot energy blasts? That's just weird. I'm constantly doing that. No, Mr. M-Works, that's because you have a really high power level. That has nothing to do with martial arts. I mean, if you really want to disable someone, you just go with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Krav Maga, right? Yes, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is very, very, very specifically for ground fighting. Like, almost all the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stuff specializes in making you really good at, like, takedowns once you're on the ground with someone. Krav Maga is about killing the other person as fast as humanly possible. Okay, but hear me out. Sontaran Krav Maga, that would be sick. I always felt like the Martians should do Krav Maga. If we're thinking about that. Jeet Kune Do is pretty good as well. Jeet Kune Do is pretty good. Muay Thai is pretty good. Eskrima is pretty good. If you want to learn a martial art for like self-defense, I would recommend any of those. Or honestly, just do karate. If you can kick someone good, you can kick someone good. Don't overthink it. But don't do Aikido. It'll get you killed. Let's see. Let's go back to the Wheel of Names. You've had that wisdom imparted on you. Let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Jillian who? I tell you what, John and Jillian definitely knew Krav Maga. There's no way they didn't. I will admit though, Najawin, I will admit that if they do a new incarnation of the Doctor at some point, and they just like quickly and efficiently like down someone, and then like Kate Stewart or someone's like, well, that's Venusian Aikido, and he was like, no, it's Krav Maga. I would immediately love that Doctor. Like immediately. I think we did John before. I think so large to be the same. Maybe just do the intro. Okay. RTD should bring back John and Jillian instead of Susan. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's true. In another universe. Oh, wait, this is Venusian Aikido still. Shit. I stand behind having the next Doctor as a JoJo's program. Speaking of that open-ended regeneration, that could be interesting if it leads into a unique EU-only Doctor. What martial arts did you use? I used my sonic backhand. I feel like John and Hiff cooked on with the proper punchy docs. Bring it back. Bring back the Doctor being punchy. Bring it back. I wanted that from Shooty. I think, especially in like modern times, I think Doctor Who works best when there is a little bit of action hero in their DNA. They really do. Think about David Tennant, because that's 100% what David Tennant was. Anyway, yeah, that was the story about Jillian. This image is great. Look at that. The Doctor should have a gun. Imagine the Doctor just fucking unloads a 9 on the Master, and they're like, what about the first law of time? And the Doctor's like, well, what about the Second Amendment? John Cena with the tiny evil sunglasses, evil scientist sunglasses. I do know the ones, yes. A regular human gun, yes. A regular human gun that shoots regular human bullets. In an ideal world, the Doctor would be a perfect balance between Machiavellian mastermind and violent action hero. That and also Santa Claus. It's very important. You can't lose that. Matt Berry as a Doctor, not afraid to swear or punch someone. That's how you make the show a success again, to be honest. It's like the meme, I'll have to use my gun. Your sonic gun, right? Right? Well, I mean, it does make a very loud noise, so kind of, yes. Bag. Like a vest and button-down shirt. Imagine the next Doctor is just Cillian Murphy's character in Peaky Blinders. We get the loyal but dangerous Doctor. We get the I only get to see my kids on the weekend sometimes Doctor. We get the inside you there are 2 wolves, but delivered without a shred of fucking irony, Doctor. Are you still talking about John Cena as the Doctor? He might be able to do it, to be honest. He can put them away when he gets robbed. No, Najawin, they should just disappear. Like, they cut away, they cut to the villain, they cut back to him, and the glasses are gone. Or Murphy. Hi, Thomasine. Good to see you. We were just talking about how violent the doctor should be, and the answer we've come to is yes. Okay. Let's go back to the wheel and do another spin. See where it leads us. Sun is like proper in my eye right now. Ah! Ah! The doc should have a Glock. Plastic purges. The Glockter. Dalek, what if TV shows were real free? What's this? I am getting blasted in the face. This might have to be the last one, guys. I'm sorry. This might have to be tonight's final entry. I can only apologise. Let's see. No, it's not in here. Whoops! Let's look at another one.
Yeah, baby.
Hey! What are you doing, cat? We did this one too. What are you doing, cat? We did this one. So my cat was trying to get in the window because she wants to go in the window even though she can't. And look at her now. She's like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Certainly not trying to get into the window. Look at that shit. Rare view of what's next to me.
Yeah, baby.
Elizabeth, come here. Hey. Good girl. Titties! I'm pretty sure we did the titties already.
Yeah, baby.
Having no luck today, man. I don't know. My relaxation ends.
Yeah, baby.
Is the cat doctor from one of the lockdown stories in there? No. We've done this one too, but I didn't manage to delete it, so Giles Eastrom's coming back, baby!
Yeah, baby.
We've done this one too.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, let's try this one. Let's see how this one goes. Oof. She can Bobby Mike either. Oh. There's nothing. Boo hiss!
Yeah, baby.
Bye!
Yeah, baby.
I'm shaking my head so that you know I disapprove of this. In our darkest times, the wheel wishes to test us.
Yeah, baby.
Cat! We're gonna keep going until we find one we haven't done, you Black Phoenix. No, we did this one. We've done 8 wheel spins in a row. Nine spins in a row. That motorcyclist like me a referral. I like the idea that it's the same guy every time. Ooh, I think this one's new. It only took 11 tries, but we think it's one that's new. Last one for tonight. Okay. The Cyberons have been detected in several sources considered by this wiki as invalid sources or not covered by it. The fuck are these things? Victory! The Cyberon in the employ of the licensor. Are you okay? Elizabeth, do you want me to just open it a little bit so you can get in there? Hang on. Let me help you. Let me help you. There you go. Try it now. Okay. So this is like a before and after photo for like crystal meth. These look like crystal meth Cybermen. He saves it so it should update at the end of each stream, theoretically. Theoretically, yeah. Though, through false promises, the licensor, head of the Licensed Reality Corporation, ensnared a few Cyberons into his service, sending them to what he believed to be Earth as his agents, alongside some regular Autons. The licensor's schemes were foiled by the Chiroptidist, or Foot Doctor, who had, in truth, lured the licensor and his party onto unlicensed Earth, which, due to the ironclad laws of the licensor himself, must cease to exist with them on it. Prior to this, the Foot Doctor had revealed the deceitful nature of... Why is he the Foot Doctor? On one occasion, a Cyberon unit wearing a Santa Claus hat stood in a desert environment and wished a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's to all those capable of experiencing emotions. Because he's not the Doctor. Yeah, but why feet in particular? Just odd. And Bags is into feet. I don't know. Is he into Colin Baker's feet specifically? Because that would make a lot of sense. Fucking thing. Fucking thing. Oof. Jesus. Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, that's actually the end of the show. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I will be back in an hour and a half, almost exactly, on Twitch doing Mass Effect tonight. So make sure to tune in for that. I will be back on Thursday with Tardis Wiki Roulette. More of the same. 100 more years, 100 more years. And I am going to leave you with this wonderful piece of wild magic wisdom. You see, and this is very important, this next piece of information could save your life. You see,